everyone. Welcome back to JP's Budget Collecting. Yes, it's Sunday evening, which means you get to listen to me ramble about random shit. So, welcome to the show. We had Ruben Guzman in here tailgating with Ruben Nieves in here tailgating. Sorry, my friend. Unruly Simeon, what's going on, man? Barrett, if you're a manager for the hunt, it's kind of like a wrestling manager. You take credit, do nothing. Got it. Bear wants to know if this is Sunday Night Comic This is not Comic but we will be talking about that a little bit for anyone who has not seen those announcements. Also, in my description, there's a link to the last con if you've never went and watched that yet. Or even if you have, go watch it again on Bear Island's channel. Yeah, go watch the last con. William Smallwood, what's going on? Thank you for hanging out. So, Chiefs made it closer than they should have against Tampa Bay. So that was, well, we won't talk football. But, yeah, I thought I'd be in here like, oh, we stomped them, and then we decided to stop playing in the second half. So, there you go. All right, so what we got going on? I'm going to be on White Wells channel here in an hour, playing D&D as always on Sunday nights. Got later this week, we will be doing the indie show. Will be back after a couple weeks off. We're going to be doing Saga volumes 4, 5, and 6. So we got a huge chunk because Comic Books NYC Covey says we need to do all 3 volumes together, that they go together. And then we're going to talk a little bit about Comic. So, what's going on, V? Fritzies, what's going on? It's more than taking credit for doing nothing. It's taking credit for cheating and helping my clients win. Oh, okay, there you go. VV, what's going on? Dre, what's going on, my friend? So, thank you guys for hanging out with me on a Sunday. Been a fairly uneventful week for me. I did go see the folks we kind of isolated beforehand so we could do that responsibly. So I did go visit them. I'd been in isolation for 10 days before that. So, yeah. So everything is good. We're hanging out. I had a good Thanksgiving. I hope you guys all had a good Thanksgiving. I hope you were all healthy and your families got to at least do something. Not sure what. I did get to my comic shop again, which is like 3 weeks in a row, which is crazy. Planet Arizona's in the house. What's going on? A relatively light week this week. I did pick up one of those Future State ones just for the free one, just for the heck of it. The only one I haven't read that I grabbed this week was Detective Comics. Haven't read that yet. Continue to pick up the Spider-Man event. I don't know why I keep doing it. I need to really, if Nick Spencer's going to stay on Spider-Man after this, I need to really just be like, no. Wonder Woman, this has actually been pretty good lately. I've enjoyed this portion of the run with the Maxwell Lord story, and these Middleton covers are just ridiculous. Well, I don't feel like that image gives it any justice to how good it actually looks, but there's Ruben Guzman. I got confused earlier. Hey, Chris Creative, what's going on? So, and then I picked up, because I am a huge fan of the White Knight Murphyverse version of Batman. I've been picking up this Harley Quinn, even though he's not actually writing it. He did do this cover. This is his cover. And yeah, I've been a huge fan of this. He's not writing this one, but I've been picking up both covers of this one. So yeah. Well, I have my dad is technically high risk, and mom's not technically, but she's also almost high. I mean, like, dad's 70, mom is 68 or whatever. So yeah, I'm trying to take care of them and me. So, but hey, TJ, what's going on? Glad you could hang out for a little bit. Oh, Comic Smell, what's going on? I will not spoil Spider-Man. This wasn't amazing. So they got the side story going. So my LCS has been thrown into LR. I'll be honest, I've liked the LR better than I've liked the main version of that. So there was no progress this week in terms of what's happening directly with Pete. This was all the other what's happening with Miles and Gwen and Jessica and Cindy and Anya, what they're dealing with, and Julia Carpenter, the Meta Web. So all of them, it's been basically their side of the story. You are correct. You are correct, Planet Arizona. Yes, he has been brought back via the New 52 or Rebirth or one of those reboots, Convergent, something. He's alive again. Oh, yeah. So I won't spoil. Better be more than 30 minutes. So 31 minutes it is. He's gonna throw stuff at me through the screen. I don't know that I have 31 minutes of material tonight. I'll be perfectly honest. But Bear Island did bring up the Kamagories thing earlier. So if you did not watch John's channel last night with his monetized video he was discussing, or if you've not been following Matt, the boy who had seven's Instagram, you might not know what's going on. But but Matt has taken over a new role in his church that is going to demand a large portion of his time. He's taking responsibility basically for his whole region, sort of. I forget the name that they call that particular within his thing. There's like 400 people as part of this, and so he's taking a big major step back from YouTube because he's got 7 kids that he wants to spend time with. He's now got this huge responsibility with the church. He still has his day job, so YouTube is the thing that had to go. And completely understand that. We all love Matt. We understand he's a man of faith. And so, yeah, so he's going to try to appear when he can, pop into chats, that kind of stuff. But he's not going to be doing YouTube on any kind of consistent basis for the next several years, really. So, I've been reading all the X-Men. I have not been. I don't know. There's so many titles. I've been reading Marauders, which I've really enjoyed. I probably should be reading more of the Hickman stuff because I absolutely have loved the East of West we've been doing for the indie show, and that's Hickman. And I probably should go back now and try to get some trades and read this whole Dawn of X, House of X. I've never read the Dawn of X, House of X stuff. The only thing I've read in this whole run has been Marauders, which Hickman isn't even writing. Something is Killing the Children. I need, as soon as the second trade comes out, I need to get it ordered. I think it might actually come out this week. Early this month, I think it comes out. I need to get the second trade ordered so we can have that show again. I don't know what brought Unruly into saying that, but yeah. Yes, and YouTube will always be there when it has time. So back to Kamagories. So Matt knew this when he realized this was coming and what he was going to do. He wanted to keep Kamagories going. So he talked with John a little bit, reached out to me, and has asked me to take his place on the show helping John. We're going to move it to John's channel. So Kamagories is still going. It's going to be on John's Comic with Kids instead of on The Boy Who Had Seven. I am now going to be John's assistant. We're still debating on exactly how we're going to do the roles, if we're going to do it strictly, because basically John did all the talking and Matt did all the producing. Like, for the most part, is how they did it. Well, if it's going to be on John's channel, he's going to have to do a lot of the producing, so which means I would have to do the talking, and that's probably not good for anybody, but we'll make it work. So I've heard some people that loved Extra Swords. I've heard some people that weren't. So that's interesting. So that all about the books. The liked House of X, Powers of X, but did not think much of Extra Swords. Interesting. Yeah, we're gonna miss Matt for sure. And John is a good color man. So it's John. He's still going to talk. Let's be real. So he's still going to provide us color. So we're working on how we're going to put this together. He has monetized now, so he can pay for the upgrade of StreamYard, so he can do all the stuff that we like that you have to pay to do in StreamYard to make Comigories work the way we want it to work. Matt will get every time we do an episode of Comigories. There's a fly in here, and just landed on my face. Matt will get the link, so if he ever wants to hop in, he will be welcome to. But we're going to keep it going. We're going to start with moving up in the world. Yeah, well, yeah, I am. I mean, to be a part of this is a huge honor. The fact that Matt asked me is a huge honor. I do not take it for granted. I know I was, me and Kavi and John were part of the original group that worked with Matt when he was working through the idea. But still, it was his and John's show. And that he asked me to take this role to help keep this going, to help John keep this going. Yeah, I think this is an absolute honor, and I'm very lucky to be a part of it. I'm looking forward to it. I hope that we keep it to the standard you guys love. Thank you, Planet. Well, that'll be a first if I just sit there and look pretty. But thank you, DJ. So I do need to do a better job of keep my head shaved so I can at least be the. Well, I'm still going to be the bald guy, but Matt always keeps it nice shaved. I'm too lazy, but we'll have to do a better job of that for Comigories. So I can at least better represent the bald guys. But yeah, so we're going to keep it going. We're not going to start season 3 till after the first of the year, just because we're going to start. We got a lot of stuff we want to work through and other stuff we're working on, and just make sure we're ready to go, have everything figured out. Because to be honest, John will admit it, Matt was doing all the stuff in terms of lining out people and coming up with categories for the most. John was helping, but and setting up all those voting polls, and we're working with J Hood to get an updated intro, because we love the J Hood intro and we want to keep that. Ow! Dang, Barrett, that was kind of harsh. I know who you're talking about. That was harsh. So I'm a little wounded by that. It's my brother's CGI your beard away. That'll go over well. You gotta wear the budget wing. No, I'm not wearing a budget wing costume. Not on any kind of consistent basis. But anyway, in the meantime, on December 21st, which is a Monday, we are going to do a holiday special. Probably going to shoot for a similar kind of format to what we did for the Halloween thing, where we have a bunch of people coming on, but we'll see how much interest we get. And probably quicker rounds, that kind of stuff. Theme categories. We're going to ask everybody to bring their best ugly Christmas sweater, and preferably comic or something themed, but hey, whatever you want to go with. Just do this. Mr. G, what's going on? And so I've lost my train of thought, but yeah, so we're going to do that on December 21st. So if you have any interest in that, reach out to us. There's a few minor tweaks we're going to make, but everything mostly is going. Well, this is true. This is true. Lady Fantastic is in the house. We are talking about Comigories. I know you love to play. We are hoping to do a Christmas or holiday special on December 21st. Similar to the Halloween stuff. Bring your best ugly Christmas sweater. Let John or I know that you're interested in being a part of it. And yeah, we'll go from there. There's John in the house. So yeah, so that's kind of the Comigory scoop. we're going to keep it going. We're going to try to have as much fun as we were having before. A lot of that depends on you, on everybody in this community continuing to turn out, participate, have a blast. Yeah, so there you go. Lady who? Some angry spinster. So that is, yeah, it's, I'm looking forward to it. I'm super excited. I'm also super nervous because I feel like it's a huge responsibility to keep this show going because I know how much this community loves this show. I know John and I both take this serious. We've spent a lot of time in the last couple of weeks talking about it, how we're gonna keep it going, what we want to do, try to figure out how we're gonna make this work so that it's what you guys expect and want. So I think we're excited. It'll be different, but hopefully it'll be fun and what you all expect. So it has been Planet. You have not been a part of that. It was on The Boy Who Had Seven Collects Comics, or no, Talks Comics. Sorry, The Boy Who Had Seven Talks Comics. I should put his link in the description. I did not do that. I should have. I'll start doing that from now on. But if you look it up, the show's been ongoing for a little over a year now. They started about August of 19, I want to say. Somewhere August, September of 19 was the first episode. And basically it's a comic game show. So we have 4 contestants, typically in a standard match. You have 4 contestants, 2 versus 2, winners play each other. And it's 3 rounds of randomized comic cover categories. So black cover, skull cover, and you never know what they're going to be. Sunset cover, Batman cover, villain cover. I mean, there's all these different categories that we come up with. You randomize, so you don't know what you're looking for. You don't get to see the categories beforehand. We randomize it. John in the past has given a little description, gives them about a minute or so to think about it after the category is chosen. They're all sitting in their chairs, and then they have 30 seconds to go find the book in their collection that matches the category the best. And then the chat votes for the winner. And they got to sell it, which cover. It's not about the biggest key. It's about the best book that represents that category. It's a whole lot of fun. And yeah, so I'll sell this on you. Let's do the silent Bob thing. Well, then you're watching the wrong show right now, Barrett. So, no, get on there, Garrel. We need you. We need you to be a part of it. We need everybody to be a part of it. Hey, BTC Moon Guy. Hopefully I'm not Clooney. But I don't know that I don't think I'm Christian Bale, but I'm not Clooney. That's what I'm hoping. Maybe Val Kilmer. Yeah, I see Barrett even said Val Kilmer. All right. So this is true. Well, it's gonna be on John's channel, so people will go support John. So there you go. Actually, yeah, you can send those to John or to me. So we're starting to put. I was going to start on that today and didn't get there. Starting to pull together a new document where hopefully we'll get some that Matt had pulled together, but he was keeping the master list. But yeah, we're going to start pulling together a new list. So send those either to me or him, and we will get those added to our kind of master list that we're going to have running of categories. John is being very kind, very kind to say I'm Keaton. So yeah, and Planet, it is on this guy's channel. It will be on this guy's channel. December 21st will be the first time we do the holiday special, and then after the first of the year, we'll start back with regular episodes. But you can go find it on The Boy Who Had Seven Talks Comics. Yeah, I should just. John, put Matt's channel in the description for because you gotta rent. If you drop the link to Matt's channel, so people can find it and look for categories and see what it's all about. because it's awesome. I am not Clooney. This is true. There's other ways I would love to be Clooney. So I don't know, but we're gonna make that happen. We're gonna have to get Geralt on there for sure. Okay, I think that movie's better than the Batman and Robin movie by like a lot. Kilmer's not a great Batman. He's like second worst. I just think that movie is so bad that Clooney doesn't have anything to do. There you go. The Batman recast JP is most like Lewis. Well, I don't even know who that is. So, there you go. John just dropped the link to Matt's channel, so you can go find that for anybody. Hey, Glitter and Duct Tape. Might have to get Glitter to participate at some point, maybe. So hopefully everybody's up for it at one point. We're definitely hoping you second worst Batman. Proud of it. That's right. So, hey, Kachung and Delphio, what's going on? So there you go. I've killed 20 minutes talking about comigories and where we're going with that. So yeah, basically, like I said, John monetized so that we could so he could use that to help pay for prizes. We're going to try to keep the home edition going. We're going to try to keep the, win 3 in a row, get a prize. I don't know about your 9-8 that Matt was giving out. I think we're going to have to maybe do for slightly less prizes just because of John and mine's budget. But yeah, we're going to try to keep those kind of things going. So, okay, you can make that argument. I would hear that argument. So, but yeah. So what else is going on? I already showed you. Like I said, this week we're doing Saga for the indie show on Friday. We got. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to have anything else. I don't think I'm on anything else this week other than White Whale's here later tonight in 40 or 37 minutes. Holy moly, I did not. You didn't. We talked yesterday, and you didn't tell me you had that. So wow, that's amazing. I did not. There you go. Breaking news. So if you can win 3 in a row, John apparently has a 9-8. 3 in a row is tough. Yes, it is. That's why you get a pretty nice prize. So whenever the kids is how he's going to make money. Okay, well, I knew things were happening. Yes, I think I was part of some of that. Apparently, that continued after we logged off. So, yes, we are playing D&D later tonight, Glitter, on White Whale Comics channel. Big Will has arrived. He'll be playing. John plays. Daymares plays, and Comics Mystics playing, and then White Whale is our Dungeon Master extraordinaire. So, definitely. What else? Well, my thumbnail this week was Ahsoka from Star Wars. So if you did not see Mandalorian this week, go watch it. I won't do spoilers. It's only been a couple of days. But it was super good. I was super happy. Yeah. So this is true. You can mark your calendar based on John, because he is, and we talked about that last night about how often we were going to try to do comigories based on just how many shows he has running. So yeah, I think there's been Bake One. There's been, I thought, 3 winners. I thought 3 people had made it to 3 in a row. A bunch of people made it to 2. Kenny made it to 2. Jimmy made it to 2. I thought there had been more than 1 winner. Not if you don't then say what that has anything to do with, John. But yeah, so I am curious. I kind of want to do full spoilers, but it's only been a week, because I'll wait till later, I think, to do full spoilers, because I'd like to talk about that choice. I would like to talk about the name drop at the end. I would like to talk about the character that appears. That's, no spoilers. So I'd like to talk about all that stuff. So, but okay, that might have been a spoiler. I knew that was going to be tough. Making that character look correct. Okay, I just gave the spoiler, but making her look correct was always going to be tough, particularly on, it just, I almost think they should have probably, do you just make it digital? The digital is so good now. I almost think it would have been better than the makeup. It was always going to be a tough look. I thought it was okay. I thought it was better actually than I feared. Not as good as I hoped. So yeah. Void them out, start over. What? Boo. DS13, that's correct, yes. Oh, the only person going right now is the guys that won 2, like, they didn't win 3 in a row. You got to win 3 in a row. It's not 3, it's 3 in a row, I think. So anyway, or at least I think that's how Matt was doing it. But anyway, right now Russ has 1. So yeah. I do. There is some, yeah. Definitely, it was a bold choice going that way. It was way too orange. But she is orange. But yeah, I think it should have been a little paler, probably. A little more. The makeup was tough. It's a tough character to bring to live action. It just is, and make look good. Overall, I thought it was a success, but yeah, it's just a tough look. So yeah, I ended up doing most of the spoilers. I didn't spoil. We've did almost all the spoilers, but go watch it anyway. It's really good. If you've been enjoying The Mandalorian or are a Star Wars fan, this has been better than season 1 in my opinion. Even though I wasn't super happy with the first 2 episodes, with the Monster of the Week thing, the last 3 episodes have been really good. Looking forward to the last 3. And yeah, so this is true, right? You don't think it's tough to make that makeup and everything look good? Okay. Yeah. Well, yeah, it just was always going to be hard to adapt her. She was super fast, yeah, it was always going to be like hard to adapt her to live action, in my opinion. Sometimes. Yeah. Unruly, yeah, poor Unruly having to listen to Star Wars talk at this point. So, hey, but I'm at 29 minutes and 27 seconds, so TJ's going to be happy that we won't go past the 30-minute mark tonight before I head over to White Wells channel. What else do I want to talk about? What do you guys want to talk about? This is why. This is a lot of it. Yeah. I think the check this on Dora's face. Unruly's been watching. I did not know that Unruly was watching The Mandalorian. I know he's not a huge Star Wars guy, so that is cool. That is cool. What else is going on? I could talk about the Chiefs. I won't do that to you guys. yeah, so I only picked up a couple books this week. I had four books. Detective, which I haven't read yet, Wonder Woman, and 5 books, because they give the stupid, they're going weekly with ASM right now because of the LR. And then the Harley Quinn, which was definitely my read of the week. I'm enjoying that a lot. The whole interaction of her, they bring back, as you can see on the cover, they bring back the Neo Joker, if you've ever read White Knight. They bring in Poison Ivy. The whole interaction between Harley and the Neo Joker is really good, I think. Yeah, I'm enjoying that. I know, it's still too many. I know. I need to get cut back down. But I have not been in a fantasy league for a while. Nobody around here locally plays. So I haven't been in a fantasy league for several years. Like the one I was in with all my college friends kind of just fell apart a few years. It's been more than a few years ago, because people just stopped putting in the effort. Like we would do the draft and then nobody would do anything. So it wasn't that much fun. And I've just never tried to form another one. Probably should have tried to do a YouTube one this year, and I didn't even think about it till it was too late. Oh, it already did. It's already going crazy, Garrel. It already has. Yeah, it was going 50. I talked about it a little bit today on the Cash or Trash show. It was going for 50 to 70 for fairly high grade raw copies. Now it's pushing 200 for a high grade raw copy. So yeah, it's already exploded. Well, as D&D fantasy team, this is true. That fake first appearance will get the jump. I don't know what you're referring to. I didn't know there was a fake first appearance of that character, but this is true. But even then, it got to the point where people were mailing that in and just setting up their thing and just letting it auto draft. It just fell apart. So yeah. So I would love to be a part of a league again at some point, but it's been a long time. It's been 6 years, probably 6, 7 years, since I've been in the league. So it's been a while, and I'm too lazy to set one up. So that's part of it. Different character that's tied to that character. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, because everybody's on the number 6 instead of number 1, and 5 where they also appear. It's 2 cameos that they're claiming, even though that's a mess. People are going for that because of the cover, because they're on the cover. That's what that's about on the number 6. Can be. I used to do fantasy baseball too, which I actually enjoyed quite a bit, but I haven't done that in a long time either. So, wow, we are way off topic here. It is, but so yeah, we're at 35 minutes. I don't know what else you guys. I know I've been kind of boring lately. I feel like as a channel, I haven't been buying much because I can't. I haven't been. I've basically been doing the look back, which I skipped this week because of the holiday, but that'll be back next week. Up until just recently, I hadn't been doing Cash or Trash. I kind of do the whatever show, the indie show a little bit, which I realize there's a lot of stuff, but I do feel like I've been kind of boring as a channel lately. So I'm curious. I don't know, because I have to decide what I'm going to do with Collecting Smart. That had been on hiatus just because Matt and I could not seem to make it work. And with Matt, I know that hasn't been a recent show, but I'm going to have to figure out what I want to do with Collecting Smart. I'd like to do it some more. I enjoy doing those. Some of those, my best watched live streams are those Collecting Smart stuff, and I feel like some of those have covered some fantastic information. I've lost my co-host, So I will have to think about that, where I want to go with that now. We hadn't done one since August, I think, maybe July, just because he and I had not been able to make it work. And now with him backing off, I know. I just feel like there hasn't been purchases. You are correct. Don't make a channel entertaining. I just feel like there hasn't been much going on. I feel like my channel's been like very stagnant lately, and I don't know where I want to go with it, but yeah. So that will never. I will never buy enough or big enough books to play the hunt. I thought about it a couple times, and I'm just like the number of books, and then the level of books that they play. It's just so. And it doesn't make any sense for me the way I collect, the way my budget is. Unless I hit the lotto, which I don't play, that ain't gonna happen, unfortunately. I need to start buying more. Recap right now. I'm hosting Comic with John. It's going to John's channel. Hey George. I bought like 4 books this week for my LCS. ASM, that LR thing. Harley, Quinn White Knight. Look at that Sean Murphy cover. Gorgeous. Wonder Woman Middleton. Also gorgeous. And Detective Comics, which is the only one I haven't read. And then I did grab one of these DC Future State free things. Not the one per store that's going for stupid money. Just one just because. There you go, George. There's your recap. Yeah, work's been a little crazy. All right, Big Will, we'll have to talk about it. Because you've been on a bunch of those. You have been a part of a bunch of those, so that actually makes sense. If you're down, we'll talk. Maybe this week sometime we'll find a time to talk offline and think about what we want to do with that. So, yeah, I'll either message you or message me if I forget after your, maybe like Wednesday or Thursday after your auction Tuesday. Big Will's got an auction Tuesday. I know there's lots of auctions, but he's got one Tuesday. Yeah, I don't know. Thank you. I appreciate that. And I'm going to keep doing those. For me, those don't feel creative. And maybe that's not that I'm a super creative guy. Mainly because it's the same thing every week. I go in, I look at the lists, I do a little research, I pull together the information on the books. I go live and say the same things, just about different books. So those are mostly, like, I know they're super valuable to the community. I know a lot of people love them. For me, at times, they get super monotonous to do them. I keep doing them because I know how much people appreciate them, and I think particularly the look back is important. The cash or trash is just kind of my opinion, so I don't know how important that is. But and I'll keep doing them. But they do get a little monotonous for me, I'll be honest. So I like to do different things. I've really enjoyed the indie show just because nobody watches it, but I just love having a book club with my friends and talking about comics. I'm hopefully to start wrapping up a few so I can start some new series and get some others of you to read with me. Yeah. Mr. G has a good channel. Everybody's channel has to find their own thing. Whoa, the chat just jumped. It does sort of hamper my ability, D-Ruck. It does. Let's see. Anybody else? I think John's like the second best cover champ. Like, he had the long run. So, okay, that's basically it's the Last Remains event, and that's basically a way to crank out even more ASM issues with less numbering, because they're doing a side story as part of that. Basically, the regular ASM 50, 51, 52, whatever, is telling Peter Parker's part of The Last Remains, And then this LR is telling all the other spider characters what's going on with them. It's Golden Guys. You know, Old Man Yell at New Book Show. That's Golden Guys on Tuesdays. This is true. This is okay. And the sad thing is, like, most of the time the chat is more offended by the books than I am. Which I find funny because half the time, like, because I get people that'll leave comments that watch it later that are like, man, you're harsh and stuff, like on Cash or Trash, or you're too negative on books and stuff. And then, but like, if you read the chat during those things, like, the chat is just destroying like every book. Some of which I'm talking like positively about, and they're like, no, it sucks. So, which you're a part of. So, Big Will does not like Cash or Trash. Cash or Trash is fun. I know it's like it's kind of, I'm ripping on new books, but I feel like here's my thing with Cash or Trash. I get it's my opinion. I don't really know what the hell I'm talking about, but I think somebody needs to do it. There's too much hype on these books. People see these lists that Tom and Russ, who are both super, like, Tom especially is super positive and everything's wonderful and great and blah blah blah, and like, no, there needs to be some reality to this crap. And I get that's his stick and that's what he does, and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with what he's doing, but I want some reality. I want, like, no, these books are not that good. Show over, Road Dogg will beat that record. See, I don't want to do that either. I know there's a bunch of those, and those get huge views. I don't know. I don't know what's going to be the next big spec. If I did, I'd have a hell of a lot more money, and I'd be like, dang. So I'm probably not going to do that. Christopher actually mostly watches it for Kestra. So there you go. Well, I appreciate that. So, I shouldn't do all of them. I should just do the one. At this point, it's just kind of become the thing where I've been doing both of them. Like, everybody, when the list split apart, when Tom stopped matching with CBSI and went to the key collector thing, like, I debated on going. Actually, I had a show where I talked about which one should I follow for the look back. And since everybody was like, do both, which I did both. Now I give less information because on the look back now, because I used to do a lot of like what asking prices were and other things, and now I basically just go what they're selling for. I don't really address asking prices on the look back anymore because I don't have time and keep that under a 20-minute video, which I think is key to do that for 17, 18 books every week. And but because I'm doing the look back on both lists, because that's what people wanted, I do Cash or Trash on both lists. That's really just for consistency. I won't comment on that. So he's doing his thing, and I don't begrudge him for doing his thing, but I just want a little more reality. So there you go. See, and I think rotate's a mistake because then you're not following both lists consistently. But then again, I don't do Cash or Trash consistently at all. So what am I talking about? So, plus, if I do both lists, Big Will, it also sets me up because I keep the thing, and then I have a starting spot. I don't have to go back and rewatch and look up the list to start pulling together the look back in 6 months. It makes the look back a hell of a lot easier. Girl loves it. Not for watchability, TJ. I know you would watch me talk for 40 minutes. But overall, like, watchability like really drops when you go over that mark. It really does. So I'm trying to keep it quick. These are the facts. This is what's going on, and keep it moving. I know you would watch it, and I appreciate that so much. I do. Thank you, Dennis. I appreciate that. Well, this has been, as usual, pretty much whenever. Oh, we are at 45 minutes. TJ, I gave you an extra 14. It's going to be 15 minutes before I get off here because it's going to be 46. But I am going to wrap this up because I got White Wells, got to be on White Wells channel here and just at 8 o'clock Central. So in 15 minutes to play D&D. I want to thank you guys for hanging out. As always, you guys are awesome. I appreciate it. It's just too much. I get it. I understand. Only one man can stop me. Like Tommy Boy. Timer went up 15 minutes ago. So yeah, so D&D here in 15 minutes. Saga on the Indie Show on Friday night with Backseat Driver, DS Comics, and Comic Books NYC are going to be my guests for that discussion. We're talking volumes 4 through 6 of Saga. I gotta finish. I've actually already read all of these, but I want to finish rereading 5 and 6 between now and then, because we were going to do it like a month ago, and then thing came up at the last minute. We couldn't. And Comigories, December 21st, Christmas special will be the first one on John's channel, where I will be participating. Hit us up. Let us know if you want to play. It's always a blast. We'll be doing holiday themed to a certain degree. We might throw a few rinses in there. But yeah, holiday themed Comigories. Bring your ugly Christmas sweater. And with that, I'm going to get out of here. I want to thank you guys for hanging out. Thank you, Glitter. Thank you, Vivi. I appreciate that. So, see you guys over on White Wells channel if you want to watch us play D&D, which a few people actually do. So, and we appreciate it. So, later, everybody. Bye.